Hello, Soul Tribe. Welcome back to another reading. Today I'm asking the Spirit Realm about changes in your career. What is it that's going to change in your career circumstances? And how can Spirit guide you through this? You can have a look at the cards and the crystals to choose the one that you feel the most drawn to. This time we have the Moonstone, and the Rabbit, the Aragonite, and the Hyena, and the Citron, as well as the Lizard card. Okay, so now have a look at both options and choose the one that you feel the most drawn to. You can check in the description box below. There's the timestamps for you to get to your reading. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoy. I will see you in your reading. Hello, welcome to your reading. You chose the Rabbit as well as the Moonstone. So this reading is for you. Today I've been asking the Spirit Realm, what is it that is shifting in your career? What are the changes in your career circumstances? Let's shuffle the cards and see what the answer is. May I kindly know, what are the changes in the viewer's career circumstances? What is it that is shifting? What are the changes in the viewer's career circumstances? Okay, so let's have a look. What are the changes in your career circumstances? Okay, at first glance, it appears as if you are feeling smaller than you actually are. That there's this masculine energy that's been keeping you down, and you know about yourself that you have a whole lot of precious treasures inside, that you know so much, that you're inside, that your work quality is very valuable, that what it is that you're doing is very valuable. And it appears as if you have been scared that people might see you, or that there is someone who's trying to push you down. But I feel that you're gonna shine anyways, that there is this certain type of energy that is making you feel smaller than you actually are, and therefore you underestimate your own powers maybe. And there is someone, a masculine kind of energy, that is keeping you down, that is keeping you grounded. But they will acknowledge, they will see that you have high values, that whatever it is that you're offering is highly valuable. And they will make sure that your pearl, your precious pearl, what you've been accumulating over time, is gonna shine. That you should, how do you say, that you should be brave enough to speak up about it, that you should grow a spine, you know, that you should also stick up for what it is that you know about yourself, and that you should make sure that they are seeing what it is that you have to offer, so they cannot push you down anymore, and that you've been feeling small, and you should definitely stick up for what it is that you know about yourself, about the treasures that you're harboring inside, about the pearl that you have been harboring. That you have exactly what it takes, and that you should not be afraid anymore. And it appears to me as if there's this resistance energy, that there's someone who is keeping you small or stuck to some extent, and that it is time for you to speak up about what it is that you know about yourself, that it is time for you to claim what it is that is actually yours. But let's have a deeper look into the cards. Okay, so the mouse cards, the mouse card represents someone who is detail-oriented, someone who can also be quite nitpicky and nervous. Nonetheless, it says that you have the innate desire to tend to the details, and that you often spend your time fixing, preparing, and organizing, but also scrutinizing. And unfortunately, sometimes the mouse personality doesn't notice that it is doing this. And soon you have, as a result, you have the limitation and the fearful vision of life. And that's not good. So maybe you have been having an idea, maybe you have been having a project that you're working on, and you have been so detail-oriented that you became afraid of it, that you thought that you would never finish it, that you thought that this would not be a good project to be successful, for example. And it appears as if you were not necessarily aware of that. Or as I said, you are someone who is precious in their field, and you are detail-oriented, you take care of all the details, you make sure that you organize everything well, that you prepare everything, that you fix everything. And that's very precious, but it can also be harmful to some extent. And as I said, sometimes the mouse personality doesn't really notice that it is doing this, and then it can become afraid as a result. But the overall message that I'm seeing here is that, as I said, that you are in a certain field, in a certain area, and you have a whole lot of gifts within you, and you are focused on the details. You're doing good, but due to the fear that you've been having that you might not be good enough, or that you might lack the full view, that you might be so detail-oriented that you overlook a few aspects of what it is that is needed to be looked at. For example, that you are doing a very good job, and no one is noticing that. So as I said in the beginning, this reading overall, it appears to me that you've been feeling kind of lost to some extent, and maybe downplayed, maybe overlooked and overworked. And there's people in your surroundings that have been keeping you down, that have been keeping you small, that have been pushing you down. But overall, you are very talented and you got what it takes, but it needs for you need to grow a spine in order to speak up for what it is that you actually know about yourself, and in order for your treasures to be recognized. So as I said in the beginning, this reading is representing that you've been feeling small in your area, but you know exactly what it is that you got. Maybe you have been seeing a few things, or maybe you have been lacking to see a few things, but that can shift now that you're aware of. And maybe they have been keeping you small, and you need to speak up for what it is that you know about yourself in order to claim the position that you want to have. That you know exactly, yeah, I am capable of doing so much more. I'm capable of achieving what it is that they are wanting from us as a company, for example. And that you need to speak up for what it is that you know about yourself in order for your treasures to be acknowledged and to be appreciated, and that you should not be afraid anymore that someone might take something away from you, or that someone might keep you small, as it appears as if this was already the case. And maybe you have been stuck to some extent that you did not even see that anymore, that they kept you stuck, that they kept you small. But now it is the time for you to speak up for what it is that you know about yourself, to break out of that cycle, to get out of that routine, to be afraid, and for you to find the position that is actually for you. So what I'm seeing is that there's going to be a shift, that the fear that you've been having is going to be dissolved, and that you, if you speak up about what it is that you know about yourself, if you speak up for your talents, for your knowledge, for your internal treasures, then they will acknowledge you, and they will not allow that you are going to stay afraid. They will help you to flourish. They will help you grow. But you have to speak up for what it is that you know about yourself, and ground yourself in the knowledge before you do that. So practice to talk to yourself, for example, or practice to write down what it is that you need to share with them in order for them to see how well prepared and detail oriented you actually are, in order for them to acknowledge you for your treasures. So this is what I'm seeing here in the reading, that the times of limitations are coming to an end, that it is time for you to speak up for what it is that you know about yourself, and that it is time for you to be acknowledged for the treasures that you've been harboring. So that's what it is that I'm seeing here. I wish you the best of luck, and I hope this was accurate to the extent that this could help you, that this was giving you some value and some insights about what it is that is changing in your career, that is shifting in your career. And I hope I can see you in the next one. Good luck with your endeavors. Bye. Hello and welcome to your reading. You chose the hyena, as well as the aragonite. So this reading is for you. I was asking the universe, what changes in your career are occurring? What is it that is shifting in your career? Let's shuffle the cards and see what they respond. May I kindly know, what are the changes in the viewer's career circumstances? What is it that they need to know? What is changing in their career circumstances? May I know, what are the changes in the viewer's career circumstances? Okay, let's see. Let's have a look at the cards. Okay, we got the elephant, the otter, the fox, and the bear. So it appears at first glance that there's going to be a breakthrough, that there have been many obstacles, and that you're actually awakening from a deep slumber, that there's some kind of insight that you're going to have that is going to help you to overcome some blockages that you've been facing. And maybe a conversation with your family is going to help with that in order to break free from that cycle. And it's going to bring you a whole lot of joy. But let's have a deeper look at the cards. So yeah, as I said, it appears as if there's a new beginning, that you are waking up from a deep slumber, that there's going to be an insight that's going to help you to overcome the obstacle that you have been facing, that you might have been experiencing or encountering with a whole lot of humor, with sarcasm, and now it is time to take this more seriously, that there has been an insight maybe already that has been giving you the key to break free from that blockage, and you did not take it seriously. Nonetheless, I see that you have been blocked here in a project or something, that you were looking for a solution, that you were looking for an answer that was helping you to overcome the obstacle that you have been facing, that there have been a blockage in your project, and it is time for you to find the key to start anew, to have a new beginning in this, and that your family, your communication with your family is most likely going to help with finding the solution to the problem. And the result is going to be a whole lot of joy, and your dreams are going to be fulfilled to some extent, that you have been holding yourself back maybe, and you know the solution to the problem already, but you did not share it, and now it is time to share it. That you have been facing some kind of roadblock in a project of yours, a problem in the project, and you did not know how to encounter this. You did not know how to proceed now, and it appears to me that there's going to be flow again, that the solution is already there, and that the problem you have been facing about maybe your motivation, maybe you haven't been very motivated in your field lately because you were having a problem there, and now it appears to me that the passion is going to come back to you, that you will find the balance again, and it will bring you the joy again. Yeah, maybe it was the case that there was an issue in your business, and you tried to be sneaky about it, but that's not the right way. You should communicate with your family about what it is that you have been doing in order to find the solution, to have a new look at the problem at hand. That this will help you to find the key to breaking that blockage free, so you can come back to the flow and to the joy again. Okay, so it appears to me as if there's going to be a party, something that you're going to celebrate, and maybe you will find the key there, or the celebration is the result of what it is that I've been expressing, that there has been a blockage, that you have been putting a project to sleep maybe, and now you're reawakening it, you're starting anew, and you see the problem and you see the solution to it now, and that's something that you're going to celebrate, as you're going to bring back the flow to it. So yeah, that's what I'm seeing here, that there is a project, or in your career you have been having a blockage, a roadblock. Maybe you have been quitting your job and now you're restarting, or maybe you will quit your job and you're finding a new beginning, and that's going to bring you a whole lot of joy. Maybe it's the case that you started a new career path, and that you communicate with your family about what it is that you're going to do, and that you should follow your dreams, that there's a whole lot of unfulfilled dreams in your life, and it is very important that you communicate that with your family in order to find the key to have a reawakening, to find the key to break free from the obstacle that you have been facing. Maybe it is the case that you were having a roadblock at work, or maybe you start a new job and it's going to bring you a whole lot of joy, but that depends on your life circumstances and how this reading is applying to you, as this is a general reading and there's several people watching, so this applies to several people and their life circumstances, so it is quite vague what I'm expressing here. But what I'm seeing overall is that there's going to be a new beginning, that you will face the obstacle and you will come back to the joyfulness, that no matter what it is that you have been pursuing or what it is that has been in your life recently, your career is going to change. There's going to be a transformation happening, and you should reconnect with your family in order to find a certain key point to what it is that will solve the problem at hand, that there's an obstacle that you're facing and the communication with your family is going to help you, and that your unfulfilled dreams might be fulfilled, but that's up to you, and the result is going to be joy that is going to result in a dance party. Or maybe it is the case that you have been facing that roadblock, as I said, and there's going to be a celebration with the family, and that's going to bring you the solution, the reawakening of an insight that is going to help you to keep that momentum going, that will help you to restart and to fulfill what it is that you need to fulfill, either the project or finding a new business. So, and that's what I'm seeing in the reading here. I hope this was giving you some insight about what it is that is changing in your career, and I hope I can see you in the next one. Bye. Hello and welcome to your reading. You chose the Lizard card and the Citron. So this reading is for you. Let's shuffle the cards and see what changes in your career are awaiting you. What kind of shifts are happening? What is it that you need to know in order to navigate what it is that is happening in your career? Let's have a look. So what is it that is changing in your career? May I kindly know what it is that is changing in the viewer's career? Okay. I think that's it. Let's have a look at the cards and let's see what is changing in your career. Okay, so we have the elk, the starfish, the camel, the elephant, the otter, and the fish. Okay, so let's have a look at the cards and see what is changing in your career. So at first glance, it appears as if you are a person that is very headstrong, a person that knows about their starfish qualities, about their qualities of being a bright star in the field, and that you have been facing a drought maybe, or an obstacle, and you are quite overstimulated, overworked, but the flow is going to come back, and this will help you to come back to the workflow that you've been having. Yeah, so it appears as if you are consciously aware and fully established in what it is that you're doing. You're fully established in knowing who it is that you are, and that you see yourself as a starfish. And maybe you have not been acknowledged for that yet, but maybe you have been acknowledged for that, and your ego has been kind of inflated, and you have been feeling very high and mighty about your position or what it is that you have been doing. And um, the cards are representing that it is time for you to shift your mindset a little bit, that you have been creating blockages with that you have been overstimulated, that you've been, in fact, you have been overworking yourself and overstimulating. So it appears to me as if you are a very talented person, that you know exactly who it is that you are, that you know your core values and you know exactly how to speak up and how to stick up for them, but you have been having an obstacle in your field or at your workplace, and that it is time for you to be a little bit more conscious with what it is that you're doing, that you have been maybe progressing very slowly, that you have been in a drought race recently, that you have been feeling kind of stuck in your field, although you're very talented and your work is something that you enjoy. So beware that the flow is going to come back, that the obstacles are going to be destroyed, and that it will bring you joy, that you have been feeling quite inflated lately or overstimulated, and that you maybe have been feeling so high and mighty about something, that something was off at work, that someone was feeling off at work, and now your time is going to be a little bit more emotional. It's going to be maybe there's going to be an emotional outburst at your workplace that is going to ground you again, that is going to show you the way, that is going to have joy and high receptivity as a result. But it appears to me as if you were maybe getting in a conflict with someone at work, and that was creating an obstacle. And now this obstacle is going to be communicated, but there's going to be a whole lot of emotions that are going to arise. There's going to be an emotional conversation about it. And you are a very passionate person also. And you should be aware that sometimes we can overrule emotions with passion, that we feel high and mighty about someone. For example, we say that emotions are not evidence, but they are communication. They're the natural flow of the universe. Emotions are the interdimensional and cosmic and universal communication tool. So they should be taken seriously. And maybe you have been or you will be in a confrontation that is going to show you what it is that you need to see in order to progress once more, that you have been feeling kind of stuck lately, or you've been in a drought and you did not have the insights that you needed, although you know exactly that you're a starfish, and there's someone that is aware of that, and that there's someone at work that you are in a conflict with. If you're aware or not aware, maybe it is something that is an underlying tension, which is the emotional tension, and this will burst. This will be a communication. There will be a communication about that. And maybe you have been overstimulated as well. You have been overworked, and therefore you were easily dried out. Maybe it was because you have been having so many meetings. Maybe you have been having so many meetings that you felt, or you will be feeling, or you will be having meetings that will make you feel quite drained. And this is why you need to make sure that you nurture your body enough, that you make sure that you nurture your knowledge about yourself, your talents, but don't be high and mighty about that. Don't be inflated with your ego. Make sure that you are grounded with that, and that you make sure that your body is having enough fuel in order to balance this energy out, that you were feeling high and mighty and like a starfish in your field, but you have been fronting someone and they are feeling emotionally hurt. Maybe that's the case, but this is a general reading, so this applies to many people, and therefore you have to apply what it is that you feel applicable in your life circumstances. This is just general information, a general reading where I'm seeing certain aspects, and the way they apply to your life is also in your interpretation. It is the way you see it for your own life. So this is why the information that I'm giving to you is quite vague. So what I'm seeing here is several different aspects of what it is that might change in your career, or has been changing in your career, will be changing in your career, that either you have been feeling high and mighty about your position, about what it is that you have been doing, but you have been draining someone else also, and that's been creating obstacles. And now it is time to, or the time has come to come back to the flow, that there will be an emotional talk about what it is that needs to be discussed, and this will allow you all to break that blockage, to come back to the flow at work. And maybe it's also that you are going to be overstimulated with work, that you will be in a drought, and that you will have a phase in your workplace where you don't necessarily feel like a starfish, or this will be a phase where you are seeing your starfish qualities. Maybe this is going to be a phase in your work life where you see what kind of talents you have because of the drought that you are going to be into. And yeah, please stay grounded. Don't be inflated with your ego, because that's when we lie to ourselves sometimes. And it is very important to stay grounded all the time. But maybe you will see your qualities in the next few weeks, months, whatever. This is a general reading, and this applies to you, so you will have to interpret when this happens. So what I'm seeing here is that there's going to be a new phase in your workspace that is going to show you your qualities. That's also an aspect of what it is that I'm reading here. But as I said, this is applicable to you and you only. And there are several people watching, so this is applicable to, it's a general reading, so it is applicable to several people. And there's also the possibility that you have been feeling yourself as the high and mighty person, but that's been fronting someone else as well. But that's, as I said, interpretation of you personally and individually. So this is a general reading. And yeah, as I'm seeing here is that you should make sure that you don't overstimulate yourself, that you should not overwork yourself, that there's going to be a phase at work where you're going to feel like a drought, or maybe it's also that you will be acknowledged for being so perseverant, that you are going to be acknowledged for what it is that you're doing, for your talents, for your starfish, and for your qualities, for your starfish qualities and your personality, that what it is that you're doing is very good business, and they will acknowledge you for that. But you should beware that this can also overstimulate you, that this might inflate your ego and you'll be feeling like the king, and you should stay grounded, definitely. So what I'm seeing here is that there's going to be changes in your career, that you either are coming out of a drought, or that you will be in a drought, and that either you have been feeling your qualities and you have been feeling high and mighty about it, or you will be acknowledged for your qualities and you are warned about your ego. Nonetheless, there will be joy as a result, and bliss will be the result, and also a celebration. You will celebrate something and the flow will come back. So there's obstacles that you are going to face that are going to be broken though, and that's because you're capable of seeing the subtle also. So maybe there's an obstacle that you are facing that you will be breaking free from, and that's what I'm seeing in your general reading. I hope this was applicable to you. I hope this was accurate to some extent, and I hope you leave a like or a subscription, and I will see you in the next one. Bye. Hello again. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope this was giving you some insights about what it is that is changing in your career. If you're interested in the deck, there's a link in the description box below, and I hope you leave a like and a subscription, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.